Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, guys, we're going to talk about how your mind is incarcerated and how it is voluntary incarcerated. You've been tricked. You've been tricked into collateralizing your freedom. You have given the keys to your freedom to your employer, to the banks, to big business, to big pharma. You have given your freedom away. And you have incarcerated your mind. And this is your mind in prison. You don't know you're incarcerated because you're the prison guard. You think you're free. But you're literally gatekeeping and guarding your own mind. Because your own mind is telling you to let me out. I'm innocent. I haven't done anything wrong. I want to think freely. I want to be free. I want to be independent. I want to have independent thoughts. I don't want to be mind controlled. I don't want to be manipulated. I don't want to be seduced. I don't want to be tricked. Your mind is telling you these things. But you have been in prison. Your mind has been in prison so long that you think that your mind is telling you something that is undoable, unthinkable, unimaginable. You don't think you got the power to free yourself. So you don't even think about it. You have distanced yourself from any thought of freedom because you don't know what it looks like. You don't know what it feels like. Because since a child, you have always been mentally incarcerated. So you don't know what it feels like to think free, think independently, be free, have an opposing viewpoint. I'm not talking about opposing viewpoint in support of the other side. I'm talking about an opposing viewpoint in support of neither side. Most people have never had an independent thought in their lives. Most people do not realize that almost all of their thoughts were given to them. Their expressions were handed to them. Their emotions were created by beliefs and systems. By beliefs and systems designed to create followers, to create a clan, to create a cult. That's why so many people think alike. Because they are all incarcerated. They are all incarcerated. And they look out the window and they see free people. And they think those free people are crazy to be walking those dangerous psychological streets. It's dangerous to be a free thinker. You must be in a clan, a club, a group, a tribe, or you can't survive. Your family will turn on you if you don't think like them. Your friends will unfriend you if you don't think like them. And they don't realize that they are the one that's constrained. They are the one whose mind have been seized by the system, by the government, by the matrix. They're the one that need to lose their mind. They need to lose the matrix mind and find their own. See, people don't realize that when you lose the matrix mind, when you lose the government mind and find your own, that's a level of freedom that can't be expressed. To know that you are exercising a universal thought, a freedom of expression that wasn't given to you, that wasn't validated. See, even if you think that you're thinking free, but your free thoughts have to be validated by some institution or system, you're still not free. Because you got to be validated. You have to be certified. You have to have release papers. You have to have your freedom documents. You have to carry around your validation card. That's not freedom. Freedom is not having to justify or validate any of your thoughts or beliefs to anybody. That's what freedom is. Freedom is not having the freedom to be gay, to have tattoos, to have ear piercings. That is not freedom. Those are tribes. It's the illusion of freedom. You're not free. You've been controlled. You've been used. Freedom is having the strength to disagree with your entire tribe and not be afraid. That's freedom. Freedom is walking away from your team, from your group. That's freedom. That's freedom. Freedom is not being manipulated by colors, designs, images, words. That's freedom. If your mind is incarcerated, you're not free. You are controlled. You are controlled. You're under mind control. So yes, you are your own prison guard. You are the warden of your own life. And you have the key. You have the ability to free yourself, but you sold your key. You gave it away. You gave it away to this group over here with the rainbow flag. You gave it to that group over there with the Confederate flag. You've given your freedom away. Now you are exploiting yourself, and you're allowing the matrix to exploit you. The matrix is violence, and everyone is being exploited. Everyone has been objectified and exploited and used as a tool for the matrix. Because you think that you're free, but you have to jump through all these hoops. You're not free. If you're a man and you want to be a woman, you're not free because you want to be something else. Freedom is being nothing. That's what freedom is. Freedom is not identifying with nothing. A man not identifying as a woman not identifying as a man. If you got to identify with anything to validate your existence, you're not free. Let me say that again. If you have to, if you feel that you have to identify with being white, identify with being black, identify with being a male, identify with being a female, identify with being American, identify being from Florida, California, Georgia, Nebraska, if you feel that you have to identify with a certain team, whether the Falcons, the Saints, if you feel that you have to identify with any organization, any group, any culture, anything, if you have to, that's why I'm using the word have to, guys. I'm using the word feel and have to a lot. If you feel that you have to identify with any group, culture, team, organization, in order to validate your existence as a human being, you are not free. Your choice to identify with any group, culture, or organization, you have that choice. If you choose to. But if you can't walk away from that group, team, culture, or organization, if you can't walk away from them and still feel whole and still feel safe and still have dignity, then you are not free. You are psychologically incarcerated. You're under mind control. Your mind has been seized and taken from you. And your mind has been, another mind has been implanted in you psychologically to control what you see, your perception, your thoughts. You are under mind control. And the thing about it is, it's one thing to be under mind control and know that you're under mind control and continue to participate, but know that you got the freedom to walk away. And it's another thing to not know that you don't know that you're under mind control. You are a very dangerous person when you don't know that you don't know. When you know that you don't know, that's different. But when you don't know that you don't know, you're dangerous. You are capable of any violent, barbaric act when you don't know that you are under mind control, because you don't have the freedom to think for yourself. So that's why freeing yourself consciously is so important. Most people associate themselves with either a job or a team or organization. That's it. They don't have the strength. They don't have the knowledge to free themselves from these organizations and these groups, because they force you to make your life, put your life, they force you to collateralize your life for these groups. And you got most people are involved in several groups, so their whole life is fragmented. They're not whole at all. Because if they identify or misidentify or accidentally misidentify or say the wrong thing or send the wrong message from one group to another group, that group will ostracize. So they got to fall in line and hide behind this mask and that mask and fall in line from one group to another group. Because if they're a Democrat, they got to fall in line with this group over here. If they are a Republican, they can't think like this over here, because this group may think something different, because all these groups supposed to be in a line with each other. And if you think a little bit outside, so you got to think along party line, group line, team line, job line. You got to think along those lines. You have to think along those lines. So like if you from the backwoods of Alabama, you have to be a racist, even though your best friend may be African American. You have to be a racist, or though that group of Harley Davidson boys, they're gonna ostracize you. Say in order to be a part of this biker club, you have to dislike black people, even though you grew up with a black family. So I mean, you can't be a part of that group, but you might really want to be a part of that biker group. But that whole biker group is using racial slurs. So you got to make a decision. You've been wanting to be a part of this biker group for 5 years. Now you find on the inside and you see how sleazy they are. You see how dirty they are. Then now you got to make a decision. Are you going to be your own man? Or are you going to be a tool, a counterfeit, a fake? Are you going to put the mask on and be what they tell you to be? That's what I'm talking about when I say your mind is incarcerated. Because you want to be a part of this group so bad that you put a mask on and you put yourself in the closet. That's why the Klan wore masks. They wore masks because they didn't want their families and friends to see how evil and nasty and barbaric and psychotic they were. Because a lot of these people were, quote unquote, respected members of the community. They were churchgoers. They were police officers. They were judges. They were doctors. They were teachers, these Klan members. So they had to put a mask on to cover who they were, because they wanted to be a part of this hate group so bad. And they didn't want their children and their wife to know what they was doing at night. The same group operated then, operate now. So guys, you have to make a decision. You can't be half incarcerated, half in jail, half in prison. No. You're going to either be in jail or you're going to be free. There's no in between. You're going to be hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm, trying to appease 3 or 4 different organizations and groups and teams. You fake. You are fake. You're a wannabe thug. You're a wannabe gangster. You're a wannabe racist when you know you're not. That's not you. Who you really are. You know people have the right to free speech, freedom of expression. But since everybody else said, no, you don't have certain rights, I'm going to stand with that. Because you fake. So guys, free your mind. You have the key. Let yourself out of prison. Go take the keys back from your employer. They got you incarcerated as a wage slave. Go take your keys back from the bank. They have seized your freedom. Because now you are bound to serve that house and that loan. You are bound to it. The borrower is a slave to the lender. You are a slave to your employer and to the bank. You are not free. You are a slave. And until you realize that you need to think for yourself. Don't be a go along to get along mob member. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. Would you want me to do it to you? Would you want me to do it to your family? Well, then evidently it's wrong. So why are you going to do it to my family? You do it to your family first. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And guys, if you're around somebody that have this toxic mentality, you need to get from around them. Because bad company spoils good character. Okay, guys, until next time, guys, keep your mind clean, keep your life clean, keep your car clean, keep your home clean, keep your diet clean, guys. Cleanse yourself. Give your mind a cleansing. Give your mind a colonic. Guys, until next time, guys, drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxins, the poison, the chemicals that's in food supply, guys. You are being poisoned. You're being micro-poisoned every day, and you're poisoning your kids and your pets. Till next time, guys, Contraband 777, I'm signing off. Now go and conquer yourself. Peace.